time for forgiveness. It's time for new beginnings.
What's your secret, Sophia? How do you manage to pull off playing the role of a teenager when you are so much older in real life? How is it that you and your co-stars look young enough to attend Aradon Prep? We were shocked when we found out how old you guys really are. It looks like you all have your skin routines down pat. The actors from the Descendants films aren't the only ones who play characters who are way younger than them in real life. This is a pretty common thing in the Disneyverse. Here are the Disney Channel actors who have the biggest age gaps between their true age and that of the characters they play. Sophia Carson. We all know and love Sophia as Evie in Descendants 1, 2, and 3. She plays a young lady who is in charge of her destiny, but in real life, she's much older than her character.
Yep, you heard that right.
Sophia is 26 years old, but Evie is only supposed to be 16. That's a 10-year age difference. Sophia is so youthful, nobody seems to question it. Sure, she seems very mature for a 16-year-old in the films. After all, she does have her own castle in D3. You might be surprised to discover that she's not the only Descendants cast member who is way older than their character. Keep watching to find out which D3 character has the biggest age gap. Ashley Tisdale. This High School Musical 3 star had a 6-year difference from the character she played in the Disney Channel original movie. In the film, she played a teenager who was graduating high school, but in real life, Ashley was 23 years old. But she had no problem playing a teenager. Chalk it up to the good genes. And she wasn't the only HSM star who was 6 years older than their character.
Thank you.
Lucas Grabeel. Lucas played the twin brother to Ashley's character, Sharpay Evans. Sharpay's brother, Ryan, obviously graduated high school at the same time as his twin sister, which would have made them both about 17 years old. But just like his co-star, he was much older than his character. He was 23 years old at the time. They totally looked like teenagers. Maybe they did a ton of yoga to keep them looking so young. But that's not even the biggest age difference we found in the High School Musical cast.
I told you not to do the jazz squares.
It's a crowd favorite. Everybody loves a good jazz square.
Monica Coleman. Do you guys remember Taylor McKessie from High School Musical? Well, you might not believe this, but she was almost 28 years old by the time the third movie came out. That's an 11-year difference. Did she even remember what High School Musical was like after all that time? Well, she must have, because she nailed the part. Impressive, Monique! Jason Earles. This age gap is pretty mind-blowing as well. Jason Earles played the role of Miley Cyrus's 16-year-old brother in Hannah Montana.
I did.
Jackson, not now.
But in real life, he was 29 years old. That would make him 15 years older than Miley's character, who was 14 at the time. That's a pretty big jump. Seriously, Jason, what skin cream are you using? We want some ASAP. Tiffany Thornton. In Disney Channel's Sunny with a Chance, Tiffany played the role of the teenage character Tawny Hart.
And that means that makes you no better than me. You guys can start revolving around me again.
But in reality, she was much older than her character. At 23 years old, Tiffany was playing the role of a kid while living the life of an adult. She got engaged to her boyfriend the same year Sunny with a Chance debuted. Tiffany went on to play the role of Tawny on the Sunny spinoff, So Random. Tiffany was actually married and expecting her first child when the last episode of the show aired in 2012.
What about prom queen? We have to announce the prom queen! Yay! You're prom queen! Okay!
Garret Clayton. This Teen Beach movie star was far from a teen when he shot the film. He was in his 20s when the first movie came out in 2013, and he was still able to pull off that teen look in the sequel 2 years later. But he did have to take other measures to be perceived as younger. His reps told him the name he was born with sounded too old.
What?
His birth name is Gary Michael Clayton, which gives off a more mature vibe. So he changed it to Garret Clayton, and the rest is history. Dylan Playfair. This Descendant star played the role of the lovable, clueless Gil, son of Gaston.
These are free, right?
He is supposed to be a villain kid, but in reality, he is all grown up. Can you guess his real age? If you guessed 27, you're absolutely right. This baby-faced pirate was somehow able to pull off the villain kid look with ease. You would never know that he is at least 10 years older than the character he played in the movies. And now for the star who wins the prize for the biggest age difference between actor and character in the Descendants movies, you know him as Chad Charming, the son of Cinderella and Prince Charming. Jedidiah Goodacre. This character is young enough to attend Auradon Prep, which means he should be no more than 17 years old, but the actor who played him is way older than that. Jedidiah must have the fountain of youth in his backyard because he is actually 30 years old. That makes him a full 13 years older than his Descendants character.
I say we go back to my place and maybe binge watch some TV.
Did you guys have any idea he was that much older than the rest of the cast? We didn't have the slightest clue. And that's the end of our video. Whose age were you most shocked about? Tell us in the comments.
I hit bottom 3 years ago.
I've been falls free for 2 seasons.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching The Things. We'll see you next time.